Hello everyone. So I'm back with another COSPROGRESS update. This update, as well as the next to come, are actually post-con because I have actually already worn this costume to the convention. And unfortunately, the last 2 weeks before the convention, I was sort of rushing to get everything done, so I didn't have time to film any updates, so I'm just going to do them now. And they're going to be pretty brief. It's mostly just going to be an overview of like what materials I used and generally what I did. So this update is for the accessories, I guess. So I have the sort of headpiece that goes across her forehead, and then I have the crown, which I don't know if I showed in another update, but that's the crown. And then finally the choker. So let's start with the choker because it was actually the easiest thing that I had to make, I guess. To do this, I basically just used an old, you know those plastic cheap headbands? I basically used an old one of those, and then I just snapped off the edges, covered that in some fabric to make sure that it didn't stick into the back of my neck, and then to actually attach it around my neck I used this like thread and a button loop. So to undo it, it just goes like that, and then it comes undone, and you can actually see if you look at it that it still has the teeth that are used to sort of push your hair back when you wear it as a headband. But it didn't stick into my neck at all. It wasn't uncomfortable at all. It actually fit quite perfectly. To paint it again, I used the FolkArt paint, as I've been using in many of my other updates. As for the headband, I used the string is actually this like plastic thread thing that I just had laying around my house, and it actually worked perfectly, so I thought I could just use that, but I did have to paint it again with the FolkArt. These pieces are just craft foam that I primed with Podge and then painted with the FolkArt again. And then I attached the little gem that I made that I posted a tutorial about a while back. And to put this on my head, actually, I used a stretchy headband, like those ones that, again, you use to kind of push your hair back out of your face. And I just attached it to one of those that I folded in half, so this would give it the stretch that it needed to actually fit around my head. And it came out pretty sturdy. I just glued it together with hot glue. And this whole part, like from here back, would all be covered by the wig, because I did put this under my wig to make sure that it was secure throughout the day and it wasn't moving. And finally we have the crown. So it just looks like that. This is just made out of entirely craft foam, and I used the same kind of method that I used to make the feather armband. So I'll just put a link to that somewhere on the screen. You guys can check that out if you want to figure out how to get these sort of feather-like, metal feather-like details. So to actually attach the crown to the wig, I just glued on some bobby pins and one of these little comb things that I got from like the dollar store. This was not the best method because if any of you went to Anime North, the Friday of the convention was super windy, and I got it kind of secure, and then I left the hotel and I was walking and it started blowing everywhere and it was a mess. So there's probably a better way that you can go about keeping this secure on your wig. Having a netted wig cap definitely helps. But like I said, there's probably a much better way that you could do it, but I was in a rush to just get it to stick to me somehow. Like a week before I had to like a week before the convention, so I just kind of did what I could, and on the Saturday it was perfectly fine. It stuck on perfectly fine, but if it's windy, not a good method. And again, I just painted it with the FolkArt metallic paint. So that's about it for this update. This is what it all looks like together and on. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you want to find out more details about how I did anything, also check my blog, because I do tend to put more details about my progress on there. But that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.